All right, here we are live. Hey, welcome everybody to the first and hopefully not the last episode of Creator Talk tonight. So we're going to be talking, we're all YouTube creators here. So we're all going to be talking about our channels, what we've learned about YouTube over the last year or so, as long as we've been, when we start our channels, and what our plans are for the upcoming year, little tricks and trade that we learned. So if there's any questions from anybody watching this, please shoot them out. We're all about that. I've got a bunch of questions here to ask the four others. Ryan could not, unfortunately, make it right now. He's got a bit of a surprise visit from his new daughter coming in. So, hopefully he'll join us later on tonight. So let's get the ball rolling. We're going to try and keep this clean and make it a nice family channel tonight. Have some fun, make it entertaining and educational at the same time. So first question. Let's see. Jason, we'll start with you. When did you start your channel?
I started my channel April 20th of this year.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay. Next, Travis.
So I started mine the last week of August. It was right before September.
Nice. All right. Q.
For me, it's been
circle here.
About a year and 4 months, I believe. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact it was early 2018.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Year.
Yeah,
Nice.
for me, I started it like at February 25th, 2019. So it's about to be like 1 year now, like after 3 months. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Back up to Jason again. Why did you start your channel? It's a big why.
Yeah, it's because I know you're doing rapid fire. I got a lot of questions, so I'll keep it brief.
Take your time.
I got the itch to start buying individual stocks, and really off of watching some other, a couple channels. Matt Money was one of the first ones. I don't see him in the comments, but yeah. And then I wanted to chronicle it because I kicked it off with a pretty decent portfolio, about 10 grand just starting off. So I was like, this will be fun and I'll learn a lot. And I was terrible at first, so. And then, it's been a fun journey. So it was to chronicle my investing journey.
Nice.
So yeah, the reason I started my channel was I don't really have cable TV or nothing. So I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of investing channels as well as just random stuff as well too. And I love talking investing, all things investing, because I like investing in real estate. I like investing in the stock market. I like everything about investing, how it grows your money, it works for you, how it basically you can step away and your money keeps working, So that whole mentality, I love it, and that was the reason. It just was like, why not do it? I love investing, I love talking investing, and I love YouTube. So why not just go ahead and make my own channel and kind of share my journey along the way. And I think YouTube's cool because, once the video's out there, like one day my kids and stuff looking back, they can it's like a documentary, they can see every video I made and kind of my journey where I started in 2019 on YouTube, where I was at, and then, 2030 or wherever, 2040, if I'm still doing YouTube, they can see how far I came or, what decisions I made and the wins and the losses I had, stuff like that. So I think it's kind of like I'm making my own documentary, just kind of documenting my journey, and everybody else can chime in on their, opinions on my journey and stuff too, and help me along the way. So I've just kind of done it. I've had a lot of fun with it, and that's basically why I started.
Yeah.
Travis, you gotta work on them kids. When you have them kids, man.
Oh, I know, man. I gotta find the right woman first,
Travis, take your time,
I'm gonna let you off the hook for a minute.
Time on that one. Q, you're up.
All right, so short answer, I started my channel because of Gary Vee. To break it down just a little bit, he had this thing where he said, everybody has a story to tell. If you feel like your story is compelling in any way, just share it. You never know who's listening or who's watching, to the point where they'll see it and it might change their life. So me being in debt and having these student loans, I just wanted to document my journey of debt freedom and wealth building. So I just turned the camera on, man. Like JMac said, first video was trash. I got on there, I was like hella monotone. I didn't know what to even look at as far as recording process go. I'm doing all type of weird stuff. with my hands because I don't know what to do with my hands. Trying to get comfy on camera, but it's been a year now, and I'm just keeping it moving, documenting my journey, and like I said, just trying to help other people along the way.
Nice. Daniel?
Cool. Yeah. For the same thing, just like everybody, you know, I started, you know, to document what I was doing like at the beginning of the year, and also like network and talk to other people that are kind of the same kind of, you know, they're maybe either they're trading or they're investing, so we can learn from each other. So that was like YouTube was like a very good platform, you know, to kind of interact with other people and other creators also, so you can learn from one another. So together we'll grow, you know. So that's why I liked it. That's why I created it. And so far, you know, I learned a lot, and we'll continue to grow and learn too, you know. So that's
definitely. What city are each of you guys in?
I live in just kind of like the suburbs of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey.
I just recently moved here. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia suburbs again for about 7 years. So I moved from Atlanta to Charlotte about 8 months ago.
Nice.
I'm originally from Texas, but I currently live in East Tennessee, Greenville, Tennessee. Live a few minutes out of the city, so I'm a little bit more out in the country. So,
hey, my southern brothers, man. I got
better believe it.
Relatives out in Alabama and Mississippi, but I live in Chicago. I live like literally right in the middle of Chicago, so been pretty much my whole life, born and raised here.
Is it snowy there right now?
Not yet, surprisingly. It snowed when it was supposed to be springtime, and I ain't seen nothing since. The weather is hella weird here.
Wow.
Yeah. Me, I'm in Dallas, Texas, you know. So
Dang, all y'all south.
Well, Maverick.
That's what's up, man. I wanna go to Dallas one day.
You should come, man. There's a lot of stuff you can do here, man. Yeah, a lot.
So we all kind of know, I mean, we're all part of like the same community and whatnot. So my next question was going to be, what specific niche are you guys in? But we obviously already know that. But for people that aren't, you know, familiar with us, that might be watching, you guys want to just quickly go through this? What specific niche are you guys involved in?
Yeah, I wanted to shout out Dividends with Alisher, because he's up. It's like almost 2:00. He's in England, so I just wanted to shout him out. Appreciate you joining.
Yeah,
he said he's gonna hang out for the stream and then go to bed. So that's cool. I want to shout him out. So I'm in the dividend, community. So it's finance, investing niche, and then dividend niche. So I'm like 2 levels in.
Nice.
So, like, if I had to fit like in one, I would just say investing, because I like doing. I like investing in dividend stocks. I like investing in real estate. I like investing in ETFs. I like investing in growth stocks. I just love investing. I'm trying to figure out kind of what exactly I like the most right now. You know, kind of narrow it down. But I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. So it's kind of hard to fit in like one. So I would just say investing in general. All things investing, you know, trying to figure out what like strategies I like the best. And just trying to help people even like start investing early on, you know, beginners as well as people who have been doing it a lot longer than I have, you know. So that's just investing, I guess, for me.
That'll work. First, I just want to shout out one of my homies, Eric Wynn. We actually just had this conversation earlier about niching down. When I first started, I had a very, very specific niche. And there's another fun fact. My channel name used to be Q Talks Finance. And I didn't want to put myself in a box or, you know, trap myself into just one genre when I had more to offer. 6 videos in, I changed it to Q Makes It Happen, because literally everything I do is more of a self-improvement type of thing, from paying off debt to building wealth to uplifting and helping people. So I think I would be more so in a self-improvement / motivation niche, if you want to call it that.
And I think me and you have similar channels, man. I kind of went on a binge watching several of your videos, and I'm like, man, I like this guy, man.
Yeah, same. That's when just the other day too, I said the same thing. I'm like, I can't wait to get on this live and actually chop it up with you and commend you like we have on the videos a couple of times, because there's a lot of similarities.
Oh yeah, lots. How about you, Daniel?
Yeah, for me, my channel is all about like the stock market and investing, and we do some live streams too about people. Even though I don't like show off like my investment things like that, but I kind of invite other people that do investing. Since I also do other investing outside of what I show on my YouTube channel, so I kind of want to learn like real estate and dividend investing or any kind of investment related to the stock market and money in general. So the stock market is all about money. So yeah, my channel is all about that. So yeah.
You're so humble. You kicked this whole live stream thing off, man. He's the what is it? He's like the RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, thank you, Jason.
No kidding, no kidding. All right, so Gil's got our first question / reminder. Can you guys see it there? You have started creating multiple playlists for your video content to increase your watch time. Please do so. It really does work. Good point, Gil. Really, really good point.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So what do you guys enjoy the most about being a YouTube creator?
I got an answer.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I got an answer for that. Sorry to trump you off like that. What I enjoy the most is like what Daniel touched on, the connection and the community, really. The community and the support and everybody coming from different walks of life all over the world because of the internet, which is crazy to me. Is so powerful. And I feel like people still underestimate it like I used to, but now that I'm in it and been on this YouTube for over a year now, I see the power in it. So I get more value out of just people telling you how you made them feel or people congratulating you for the work you did, because everybody needs that little pick-me-up. Sometimes I feel like you're doing certain things by yourself and you got to be your own cheerleader, which is cool. But at the end of the day, when you hear from somebody else, it's a good feeling.
Very true. Very true. Anyone?
Yeah, so I think my favorite part is just like hearing other people's journeys and like learning from that, and then trying different things in mine. Like the feedback I get, like a lot of the comments, I'll get new channels that comment on videos. Like I just had one the other day, and in his title of his name, he had real estate, and so I clicked on him, make sure see if he was a YouTuber as well. And I found a new YouTube channel, and watched some of his videos. And he gave excellent advice, about investing in real estate and stuff. And I was able to connect with like so many more people by starting this channel versus like I used to just watch YouTube videos and I'd hardly ever even leave a comment just because I just watch a video and then move on. But now like people are leaving comments in my videos and I'm able to find other channels and stuff. And it just kind of learn from the community, everybody else who's been doing it, because some people just are in real estate and some people are just in dividend stocks, and so they have maybe a lot more experience than somebody like me, who does a little bit of everything, because the person who just kind of does one typically knows it a little bit better. And so just able to learn from different people, and just connect with different investors all around so that I can become a better investor and stuff. It's been really cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with all you just said.
Yeah, buddy.
Jason, Daniel.
Jason, you want to go ahead or you want me to go ahead?
Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, yeah. So for me,
hit them up.
Yeah, for me, as I said, it was really about, connecting with other people. I actually met, some of the creators that I met on YouTube in person, so we actually went out, grabbed lunch, and you actually become friends, back and forth, talking back and forth every single day and things like that, so that's really awesome. That's what are the odds of you talking to another person and then they turn out they live like really close by or they work across the street. You're like, what are the odds, so that's really something.
No way.
That like us all together, man, and people want to act like it don't. It really does connect us all from miles away, different countries, different states, wherever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for example, Drew, I met him in person. Like Matthew, he's in Texas, so we get to meet each other. So Jose, like Jason, we meet all these people, that you probably might not get the chance to meet in person. Maybe we'll meet sometime in the future, but we're still friends and we talk back and forth and exchange ideas and things like that. So that's really what it's all about. It's like a social network, so I like that aspect of YouTube, and that's what I really enjoy. And also the people that that want to learn, that genuinely want to learn, that they genuinely want to improve themselves and things like that. And I like those people too, you know. So yeah.
So yeah, you know, I think I mentioned this on the live stream the other night. It would be really cool if like we start getting something organized in a city that we could all meet at every year, right? Each of us hosts a creator community meetup once a year in their home city.
Don't get me excited, Rick. Don't get me excited.
Honestly, that's so much fun. And anybody here that's listening to us right now, make the comments. If this is a great idea, throw it in there, because honestly, I'll start the first one. You know,
Canada.
Where do you even live at? You never told us where you live.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Canada.
I'm just outside Toronto. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
Toronto is a booming city right now. It's a crazy city. It's fun. It is so much fun.
Let's wait till spring or summer.
Well, I know it's been snowing up there, man. I saw that New Year's resolution, your goals video, and quite a bit of snow on that lake.
Yeah, that was about an hour and a half north of Toronto, just north of Lake Simcoe.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I mean, every year, why not? Like I said, I'll start it. You know, we'll do it one summer. I'll get everybody up here and get a sporting event happening and do have a weekend up in a different city every year.
JMac on barbecue. Put JMac on it.
There we go. Now
we'll be grilling. Yeah.
JMac be rapping. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be rapping.
We'll be drinking. We'll be drinking. We'll be drinking for sure. Drinking and grilling. Yeah, hanging out.
Be wild.
Game as well with JMac hosting. That'd be fun. All right, guys.
I'll go ahead and hit it up. To piggyback on everybody else, just for sure. It's, I really the coolest thing is meeting so many different. You love your audience and stuff, but you really get connected to the other content creators because they know what you're doing and what you're going through.
Yeah.
But you try to connect as much as you can to the people who enjoy your content as well. Love them, But and then I'm gonna take another approach on it. The other part of being a content creator that for me it's been difficult, but I've enjoyed is just personal growth, so to do this thing long term, you got to be willing to take some criticism and to be able to absorb some criticism and say, you know what, then some people will just pop off at the mouth and just talk junk or whatever, or say negative comments just to be saying them. But then sometimes it is actually legitimate things that you can improve on. So, especially when you start posting stuff on social media, you're gonna get all kinds of feedback, right? So. So I like I've enjoyed some personal growth from being a content creator as well.
Oh, we lost Daniel. He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. I totally agree with you, Jason. Totally agree with you. Next thing let's talk about is what's the biggest thing that you guys have learned over this past year on YouTube or about YouTube that you can convey to other creators that are watching this to help one another?
Man, I think I'll go with this one. What I've learned so far is a twofold answer. The first thing I learned was how to edit a damn video. I learned how to edit a video and make cleaner cuts and stuff on the technical side. But I also learned how to storytell a little bit better. Like I've always been a writer / poet, rapper, etc. So I'm always been a storyteller, but depending on the topic, it became easier. And since I'm talking about finance and self-improvement, I've become a much better storyteller on the fly. Like I don't script most of my videos. I probably scripted maybe 2, but for the most part, I just turn the camera on and spill whatever is on my heart or whatever is on my mind. So storytelling for sure.
Got it. Sorry, Daniel, you went MIA on us there for a minute. So we're just saying, what's the biggest thing that you've learned in this past year on your channel that you would like to convey to other creators?
He might not be able to hear.
Can you hear us, Daniel?
Oh, Daniel. Oh, yeah. You're asking a question. Do you it's kind of like it's cutting off and on and off. So.
Wait, I just want to
say, can you go? Can you
his service bad right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like cutting back on and off. But
Hey, Travis or Jason, you want to go ahead while thinking about it? That'd be great.
So I guess what I've learned this year doing it on YouTube, I've never been good with social media. I don't
Hold
really
on, let me
have
try to
any
rejoin
kind
it.
of social media. I don't have Instagram, Facebook, nothing like that. And just the fact of like editing a video and stuff like that, like that's never been my style. Like I've always just kind of been a work outside type of guy and stuff. So just like the technology stuff, getting that side figured out, the cameras, the equipment, editing, posting videos, I've never done any of that. I've never once posted a video and stuff, edited and stuff like that. So definitely big learning curve right off the bat. Like if I look back at my first videos, which mine now are definitely not where they need to be, but like my first videos, I can look and I'm like, man, like I've come a long way from that point, just being able to, I guess, feel comfortable in the camera and stuff, and try to get my message across, because that was the toughest for me. Like it's always been up here or like in my heart or whatever, but like trying to get the words out right and like what I'm trying to convey out, that was the toughest part for me. So I feel like it's getting a little bit easier. Like I can come across what I'm trying to say. I can get the message out and stuff. So that's kind of the biggest part for me. But like there really is no way to figure that stuff out unless you just do it. Like you just got to go through that time. You got to just make bad videos a lot of times and just figure it out as you go, and hope that you can just improve every single video. And that's really what I'm trying to do. Just every video I'm trying to improve, 1% or whatever, just make it a little bit better than the last one. So I guess that's what I've learned this year on YouTube.
Good answer.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but I'm back. No, can you re-ask the question? I forgot. It got disconnected.
Hidden Freedom Investing Dave on us. What's the biggest thing that you've learned this past year that you like to convey to other creators?
Okay, I have to think about it, but you can answer, I guess.
Jason's up.
Yeah. All right. I think kind of what Q was saying earlier when he was saying that when I was the same way when I started YouTube. You knew other people could get monetized, and you knew that there was bigger YouTubers, and you knew, but I just was sort of playing around by starting a channel, and didn't think, I probably was never gonna probably get monetized. It was just sort of a hobby, just a thing to try, And then, but then I began to, watch people like Gary Vee, and you start watching some of these other like motivational YouTube, just the content creator type of content on YouTube that motivates YouTubers. And then I started learning lots of nuances, even though I can relate to Travis as well, because I'm not more of a just off the cuff. I do kind of structure my videos. I would get bullet points, and in my mind, I know how I want the video to turn out. But when I begin, my hardest part is to get over the intro. I always have to do the intro like 10 times, So so if I start off bad on the intro, then the whole, it's like I can't recover on the video. So that's just one of my mental blocks that I'm working on. If it starts off, if I do the intro in 1 or 2 takes, then the video usually turns out better. I don't know why. That's just one of the things. But the whole branding and business side of it, I've learned that as well. That and beginning to, I was all quantity at first. That's how I got monetized, because I was hitting it real hard. Lots of videos, 100 videos in like 3 or 4 months, right?
Yeah,
I was killing it. But a lot of them weren't that great. And now I've slowed down on the quantity, trying to step up the quality.
Nice. Daniel.
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
Oh, damn, what's up with you?
Okay, dude, I'm just joking. But repeat the question, I'll answer it right away.
What's the biggest thing that you've learned on YouTube?
As a creator, or as just like what I learned last year?
Yeah, whatever that.
In general.
Oh, what I learned? I learned lots of stuff. All the people that I talked to on the live streams on my channel, like, dude, I learned like a lot of stuff. Yeah, I learned from Rick, I learned from Jason, I learned from Travis, from Q, like how to hustle, how to appreciate everything. Dude, like probably the most thing that I've learned is probably like options trading too. I learned it from one of the live streams that I had, so that's, something that I learned last year, just talking on the live stream. And yeah, and really, I learned a lot, man. I can't quantify it, dude, but it was like, yeah, that was really awesome last year. I probably learned a lot of stuff from a lot of people, and it's really, really awesome. Yeah, I'm just super grateful, to meet all those people, to learn. And yeah, but the most thing that I've learned is just about investing in general, so from everybody.
Good. All right, so two things. Everybody that's watching us right now and everybody that's commenting, go and check out everybody else's channels. We got a whole bunch of new people here tonight. Go and check out. If you like what you see, join their channel, subscribe, do it, okay? That's number one. And then number two is, if you want to be a future guest on Creator Talk, make a comment or reach out to me on Instagram. Just make a comment below if you're watching it afterwards, or make a comment right now on the side stream. Love to have you a part of this. This is going to be a lot of fun continuing this on in the future. All right, guys. So how do you guys promote your channel?
I've tried everything. I've tried everything, but what stuck for me is I created a Facebook group, and that Facebook group is growing in size. And I created a page with branded on my channel, and then from the page, this associated to a Facebook group. And so that group is getting closer to like 500 people. And so now about 45 to 50% of my traffic comes from Facebook. So, and I think it's different for each niche. You got to find what works for you and your channel, or your niche or whatever. Because Reddit did not work. Reddit was a bad place for me. Because they don't really like. Maybe the approach I took on Reddit wasn't a good one, but because they really would like text. You got to write out. I'm not a good writer either. But I share on Twitter, I share on Instagram, and I share on Facebook. But Facebook has become my go-to.
Nice.
Good. So for me, like I mentioned earlier, I don't have any other social media. So I always promote from within YouTube. And that's just what I've been doing so far. I've only been doing this 6 months. So, but what I do is I keep the bell turned on for a number of different channels. And as soon as I'm able to, a lot of times I can't because I'm working or, doing this or that. But I try to get in as early as possible, watch the video, and leave. I never spam people's channels. I'm never like, hey, come check out my channel, check out my video. But I always try to leave a comment that's relevant to what they were saying, and then some of what I've done, I do that with small and big channels, all channels. If I enjoyed the video and I get something relatable out of that, I'll drop a comment in there. And for what I do for bigger channels like the Graham Stephan and the Andre Jick and stuff like that, Gary V. What I'll do is I'll scroll through some of their older videos, and some of these questions have been posted a month ago, 2-3 weeks ago. And of course, the channel's so big, they don't have time to answer all the questions. So what I started doing is I would scroll down, I'd see questions that hadn't been answered, and I'd just answer those people's questions, And in turn, a lot of them were like, oh, thanks for answering my question, man. I really appreciate it. And next thing I knew, they were over on my channel leaving comments and stuff. And so I think it's just kind of a cool way that you're helping other people, and in turn that helps you back, And so that's what I've tried so far. And some days I don't gain any, other days I'll gain a few. So I definitely am going to be looking at other avenues to expand my channel and stuff. But I've just stayed on YouTube so far. That's all I've tried.
Very
nice, Travis. Very nice. I'm a piggyback off the comment. That thing is the real thing. I don't know where I heard that strategy from first, but I do know if you comment on other people's videos, that helps bring traffic to your channel as well. And like you said, do not be spammy, please. For life, I'm begging everyone listening. Do not be spammy. Don't ask me to go check out your channel, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to do it. Don't tell me about your latest release. Just say something related to the video. Like Travis said, I do the same thing. Make sure it's a meaningful comment or something that'll cause a good conversation, basically, that's thought-provoking and stuff like that, because that's what I do. And if I'm not really feeling something, I won't leave a comment at all, to be completely honest with you. If I'm really feeling it, or if I like the creator or the video I'm watching, that's when I insert my 2 cents on that. But as far as the comment strategy, that's one. Facebook, YouTube, I post my YouTube videos on Facebook. I'm in a couple Facebook groups. I don't have Twitter, which I'm thinking about getting it, but I have 2 different IGs, and I also have TikTok because of Gary V. Once again, Gary V has corrupted my little mind. I got a TikTok account, and he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying about that. I've been posting on there for maybe a month, and I already have close to 1,000 followers. I just posted a video 2 days ago that hit 25,000 views within 2 days, and I'm like, all right, Gary V is on to something. I'm gonna keep following his advice. But yeah, I encourage everyone to get a TikTok and follow me on there. But those are the strategies I use. And word of mouth. I talk to people who I feel comfortable with in real life and let them know, like, I have a channel. Check me out whenever you get the time. That's pretty much it.
Good advice. Good advice.
That is really good advice. Yeah.
Yeah. Really good, guys.
For me, I just basically want to join like different social media platforms. Like, for example, Facebook. There's specific groups that are kind of related to the video that I make. For example, if I talk about maybe options trading, there's like a specific groups that I made. They're made for people that are interested in options trading. So I try to kind of just not dump, my video there and just leave, but I try to, like write like a paragraph of like what I did or what is something that kind of attracts, the people that are in there instead of just dumping the link. So I'll try to write like a paragraph of that and just post it there. And that works, sometimes, in detail, but sometimes it doesn't work too. That is something I did on Facebook. Also on Reddit. Reddit is really awesome. I'm not sure, Jason, but if you just
Jason's shaking his head no.
But it depends on specific niches that you want. For example, for the stock market, I know they're tough. They ban you really quickly if you just start dumping stuff there. But just try to write like a paragraph long stuff, like what the video is talking about, what's going to cover. Just provide like some helpful information, then plug in your link. Then they're more than likely not going to, ban you, or people are going to check you out, so that is something that I use. Reddit and, Instagram too. And Instagram, just every time, sometimes if I post, a video, I add it to the Instagram stories. And if I do a live stream, I'll probably try to post it there so people can learn from, the person that we're going to be talking to on the live stream. So, and yeah, probably, TikTok, I've heard of that, but well, thank you, Q. I guess I'm going to go check it. Open and create a TikTok account right now.
You'll be glad you did. Trust me.
Okay.
That's crazy. That really is crazy.
Yeah, TikTok. Wow, 25,000. Man, that's awesome.
I've heard that already.
I thought I was on to something.
Wow. And everybody watching this, go and check out all of our channels here. And, maybe get in contact with these guys if you want to like talk further in regards to helping them to, them helping you a little bit to promote your channels and whatnot. I mean, these are great guys. That was really good. Thank you. Really good advice. Really great ideas there. So what are your plans for each of you for your, for this upcoming year for your channel?
Well, for me, it's like I said, I'm moving towards getting better at editing and making higher quality videos, and then shift the gears on my live streams and making them more theme based and like topic based. Because last year I sort of just went with basic just interviewing people, and it was repetitive, but it was different people, but it just became repetitive. So those are the things I'm focusing on this year, is really focusing on the I guess the brand and the video becoming better, not moving to the next level, I guess.
So
Cool.
I guess for me, like I've got a lot of goals for my channel. So I want to, of course, I want to up the quality. I want to take the quality up to the next level. I'm hoping to get some new equipment this year so that I can take, that quality where it's at, it's kind of mediocre and stuff. I really want to try to get that built up and stuff. But another thing I want to do is I started this. I started a couple. I've done 2 episodes so far about the entrepreneur, small business America, stuff like that. And I want to continue to interview different entrepreneurs and small business owners. And I want to have maybe like once a month type of deal, like a little mini series going on every month, talking to a new entrepreneur and stuff. And I want to keep doing live streams. I did one recently and talked to Hank from Baddest on the Planet. And then before then, I did a live stream talking to Jimmy Duke. And both of those they're newer to YouTube. They started YouTube channel talking about investing, money, stuff like that. And I want to keep doing live streams, possibly once a month or something, talking to like newer investing channels, YouTube, to see if I can help them grow, their channels up too, as well. I'm not a big channel, or anything like that by any means, but like if I can help them get up, to another level, that would be awesome. Try to help them gain some subs out of it and help them, just grow as YouTubers and investors, stuff like that. So I want to continue doing those kind of series, like my entrepreneur series. And I want to continue doing the live streams with new investors and stuff. And I want to up the quality of my content. I want to try to take it to the next level, really take it more seriously versus just, flipping on the camera, because that's kind of what I did for a while. But, I noticed the videos I watch, it keeps my attention. If there is good lighting and if the audio is good, I'm more likely to stay tuned longer than if it's real blurry, fuzzy, and you can't hardly understand what they're saying. So I don't want to come across as like unprofessional. I want to try to put my best self out there. So one step at a time, like I said, even if I'm just improving 1% every video, that'll be good with me, as long as I'm moving forward and not backwards.
Got it.
Nice. So I plan on doing the same thing as far as upping the quality of my videos. I try my best to do that every video. I always, like Travis said, 1% better. As long as you do that, you'll be good. I want to stay consistent. Also, 1 video at least per week. If I can do that, I'll be happy with myself. I eventually want to get some equipment, but what I want to do before I get the equipment is become monetized. So that way, all the money I make from my channel, that'll be the money I spend towards equipment. So I'm not going to buy some equipment right now because I'm still in that.
I did the same thing.
I want to pay off my student loans first. So I'm going to take the YouTube money to buy what I need to further my YouTube channel. That's pretty much it. Of course, just continue to elevate and continue to grow, connect with more people, and see where else I could take this thing.
Yeah, that's good. That was my same mind. I told my wife, I'm like, I'm not spending any money on any equipment until I know for sure we're gonna make a little bit of money.
I'm gonna keep using this phone right here. This shit got me this far.
Yeah, I've heard creators say that they did their first 100 plus videos using their phone.
This thing right here.
Yeah. So nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Keep it going. Daniel.
Yeah, so the question was, what's the plan for 2020, right, this year? So my plan is just basically trying to improve, as everybody said, I want to improve, the content that I'm creating. I try to step up, like, the information that I provide, make it, like, super, super helpful, especially for people that are starting out something new and things like that. So
super informed.
Yeah, super informed. Yeah, take it to another level, Yeah. And the other thing is, as I said, maybe improve on my editing skills, try to improve, I really like Kevin, the way Kevin edits his videos, and maybe not to that level. Also Gen X, the way he does it, but, it takes a lot of time to do that and stuff, but, I'll try to make to go to that level, so hopefully, I'll get there one day in the future, but yeah, that's basically it. And just continue what I was doing and learning and, talking to people, and just sharing our journey.
Absolutely. Do you guys have any YouTube secrets you guys want to let out there to everybody that's watching and listening right now?
Secret?
I got a new tip. I got a new tip for you that I learned recently. That well, first you see this is for the peanut gallery. They keep talking about my curtains and my chair is matching and stuff.
Does it turn into a discotheque later tonight too?
Huh?
Does it turn into a discotheque or a club later on tonight too? Or what?
But I got a tip for you that I don't know where it was. One of the content creators, I think it might have been Andre Jick. I don't know, but because my camera, I don't have a.
Hang on, Jason. Sorry, man. I gotta put you on pause. We have a couple of guests here with us.
Hey,
guys.
Giffin's in the house.
All right,
Giffins are here. What's the
Jesus.
news?
What do we miss?
Alarm. Missed a lot. You missed a lot. You
guys missed quite a bit so far. Yeah, how are you guys doing?
So real quick, I'll update you. I was heading back from work, and my wife called me. She said, I'm having really bad contractions. I'm sending Miles home with my parents so he can sleep over there. Call my doctor, and we're gonna go in and stay the night at the hospital because she's gonna be induced tomorrow morning. Yeah. So we figured at least we'll get a head start on everything. So, yeah. But by the time I got home, the contractions normalized. So we just kind of went out, got something to eat, and just took our mind off it. And so sorry we missed the beginning of the stream. I apologize.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, good. Don't apologize, man.
Don't apologize. Obviously,
family always comes first, man.
Yeah, YouTube second.
Exciting, man. That's exciting.
That's really exciting. We're just asking our next round of questions. Basically, a YouTube secrets, anything that we figured out in the past year, and JMac's up.
Yeah. So actually, while we were chatting, it came to me. I actually found it. It was on a Reddit thread, believe it or not, Daniel. But it was so essentially, you can take even with the iPhone or whatever you shoot your video with, you can. But my software that I use, it's a cheaper video editing software. I did pay for it. It was like $50. Right. It's called NCH. But I can export a video, even though it's shot in 1080p. I can export it in 4K, and if you upload in 4K, YouTube likes that because it displays and plays better on like Roku TVs, on smart TV, because it's 4K. So even though it was shot in 1080p, and it actually I've actually seen an improvement on the impressions of my video and my videos. I've done I think 3. I've exported them in 4K. So if you have software that you can, even though you shoot them however you shoot them, if you export them in 4K and upload them, it takes a while. Everything's slower when you do that. So just look into it. It might be something you can you can pick up a little bit more of the YouTube algorithm just by uploading in 4K.
Oh, yeah. Drop the mic, JMac. Drop that mic. Yeah. You just dropped some bombs. I ain't know nothing about that. That's new.
I'm writing this down.
I guess my tip would be I actually got it from my brother who is, he's mentioned on your channel last night, JMac, that he's won a couple film festivals and stuff. He's great with editing, film work, all that kind of stuff. And so after I got started with YouTube a few months back, I came to him and I'm like, man, I need, better equipment. You got to hook me up, tell me what I need, so I can take my channel to the next level and stuff. And he gave me some really good advice. He's like, look, it's not the equipment that you have, whatever equipment you have, learn to basically peak that out first. And then once you reach that level, then move up on equipment, So that really got my mind thinking like, yes, I did buy better lights and I did try to get a better camera and stuff like that. But it's not the equipment that's going to make your YouTube channel unique, and it's not the equipment that's going to make it grow. You need to learn to use what you have on hand, and maximize that. Like Q was talking, he uses his phone. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Max that out. Make the highest level quality videos with your phone you can, and whenever you reach that ceiling, then you up the camera or whatever it is you're trying to the quality, whatever. But I mean that's definitely not one of the most important things at all. as long as your content's good, use what you have and just max it out.
Jeez, yeah, I wish I had some secrets, but literally everything Travis just said was what I would say, and the fact that he said that is scary because we on some twin stuff with that.
I think so, man. I think we are. It's crazy.
A billion apps on my phone. I make sure the lighting is good. It's always natural light that I use because I don't have anything. Like I have a lamp right here right now, and I took the shade off the lamp, so that's just something I had on hand. As far as the sound quality, I make sure I'm in a confined space, of course, but I also make sure I'm not giving too much vocally. Like by trade, I would say I'm a rapper / poet, so I know how to use my voice almost like an instrument, so that way it cuts through my videos pretty clearly. So that's another important thing. Just make sure you're projecting your voice. If you are using your phone, or if you don't have a microphone, project your voice, but don't redline it. Basically, don't scream or do nothing too crazy. If you do, just find that volume level inside of your editing app. That's about it.
It's a good tip.
We need some tips from Jessica. She's the biggest channel here.
Yeah, man. the real
Go over a bit, maybe, and maybe get Jessica in there, and she can talk and give us some secrets. Yeah.
I actually got my channel monetized using my iPhone because I just didn't know if I really wanted to make that big of an investment on like a camera and stuff. And I just had no idea really anything about YouTube. So I was like, if I can get monetized with my iPhone, then I will make the investment for all of the equipment and stuff. So that's what I did. And I mean, it's definitely possible, but it takes a lot of like networking, and I was huge with that. Like I networked with a ton of people who like made the same type of things, content, and things like that. So that's pretty much like how you get your first 1,000 subscribers. Cause I mean, YouTube isn't helping you. So you kind of have to just connect and network with other people and things like that.
Talk, Jess. Talk that talk. We hear you.
So true.
Another thing we were talking about is just to grow. You might. This is what I'm struggling with. You might have to make content that you may not want to make. Like you did a bunch of like these shopping hauls about Ray Dunn, but like any video she was putting up with it was getting thousands of views, and allowed her to keep on growing. So I feel like, should you make videos that you like yourself, or should you make it for what you think the masses will like? And I struggle with that from time to time.
You're not alone. You're not alone. I struggle with that too. I like doing what feels good to me. If it's relevant and it feels good to me, that's a plus. But at the end of the day, I got this thing where I probably wouldn't be able to sleep at night, because I get that. I hear that. I'm in a couple little mastermind groups and they tell me the same thing. Trends are important and relevant topics, but if I'm not feeling it, then I just don't do it. But to each his own.
Yeah.
Well, that Tesla Cybertruck video live stream was a good example of that, wasn't it, Ryan? That thing went. He had like.
How many views did you get from that?
It was such a good timing to do it, and the truck was such a viral thing. We just have so many people coming to the stream. I got a bunch of subscribers from it, so it was good timing. But I also really did like the topic, and on top of that, so I feel like I could keep on hammering and testing the channel, but like, the stock went up so much in price, and I don't want to like pump something that I felt like was overdoing it. So like I kind of try to go in a different direction, and I actually trimmed my Tesla position a little bit today, which was interesting.
You got shaken out and pulled back a little bit today. It went to like 481.
He started moonwalking.
Tesla got the axe.
I know. I still hold quite a bit, but I sold a slight majority, about 50.
Yeah, I'm just tripping.
Yeah, you made 100% on that, dude. That was insane, dude. 100% on a stock, like that's impressive.
Good job. So, guys, if you were to give advice to anyone starting out this year with their YouTube channel, what would it be?
I'll take that first. Just start. Like that was the hardest part for me. I thought about it for a couple months before I did it, and I was like, I wasn't really sure. I knew I wanted to do it, and like I thought I could do it, but it was very tough because I didn't really know anybody that was really like consistently uploading videos and stuff on YouTube. So I didn't really like know where to turn. But once I just started, like you figure it out as you go. So if you're thinking about doing it, if you're wanting to start a channel, just do it. Like you're going to make mistakes. Your first few videos are going to be terrible. That's okay. Like, you know, nobody cares. Just do it and then watch a lot of videos and just get better. But you got to start somewhere, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Next.
I agree 1000%. Just do it. Just turn the camera on. Don't be scared. Know for a fact you're going to be trash, or unless you're a savant, just get the hard part over with, because you're going to be terrible. I promise you. Your first video, you're going to be the worst YouTuber on the platform. And that's okay. That's okay because everybody starts there. But just know repetition, stay consistent, and use your earlier videos as a measuring stick to better your content and your quality, your performance, everything like that. But just do it. And if you are, get an accountability partner, get somebody you feel comfortable with to share your first video with, or just get them to pretty much push you.
Yeah. Did you ever have somebody watch your videos before you actually upload them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple times. Yep. And they'll be like, that sucks. And I'll put it out anyway.
Yeah.
They'd be like, dude, what are you even doing? This is horrible. And I'd be like, right.
I don't care. I'm going to upload it anyways. It doesn't matter. I go for it, right?
True.
Yeah, Daniel, you're up.
Yeah. So for anybody that wants to start, just if you're like if you just want to start it, just start it. As they said, at the beginning, you're just testing the waters, you're just creating content and trying to figure out what's going to be, the video that people would like for you to make in the future. So you just create different kind of content, if you're unsure what you want to talk about. But if you're like in a niche focus too, that will help out a lot too. And the next step is like, if you are super serious and if you really want to, if you see that there's a potential for your YouTube channel and you want to take it to another level and treat it as a business and stuff like that, and also invest on your YouTube channel, get cameras, I know that guy, the Andre Jick guy, like he's really awesome. He spent like $10,000 just like on his equipment before he even got like, any subscribers. Yeah. He made a video about that. He was making the roof on his apartment change dude, that's crazy. Like, so yeah, as I said, if he's super serious about it, but as you can see, he got the results, he's super serious about it. Now he's like 1,000 subscribers, so just invest if you really want to do it, as I say. But at first, if you're not sure if it's your hobby and stuff, just make videos, for fun, just with your phone and stuff like that, and that's it.
Yep. Ryan, you want to give us some input on that one?
Yeah, I think we should look at like the concept of YouTubing and vlogging as like I mentioned earlier. Like I'm a little bit selfish with my videos that I like making sometimes. That it's for me, and maybe like what Gen X has said, like I'm making it for like my kids. Like I'm trying to like extend my life or my lineage or my message, or like so for like consider. I think in the future, not vlogging or documenting life in this way may actually become strange. Like maybe we're weird now because we're doing this in a public platform, but we're kind of creating like this cyborg of ourselves. And that's why me and my wife really want to capture who we are in this time. And it's such a cool a cool way to kind of monetize that and make friends in the area. So I think, maybe think of it outside of, the business aspect and all that, but just being able to extend your life.
I like that. I like that.
So it's different.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, you guys had any negative comments yet? We'll skip over JMac and go straight to Travis.
So yeah, I actually had my first negative comment yesterday. So it's funny.
How'd you handle it?
The guy just was just straight up trying to trash me. He's been kind of spamming my channel for a while. And he doesn't even have a channel, but he's just like been leaving these weird comments and stuff. And he left a comment yesterday. He's like, man, your videos look like they're straight out of the 90s. your audio's terrible, your camera's terrible, your lighting's terrible. He's like, if you're gonna do YouTube, man, you need to put money into this thing. He's like, because otherwise you're not gonna make it. And just like he left this block of text like in this comment. And so like I was on my lunch break at work and I was like checking YouTube and I see that I had a new comment and I'm like, what is this guy? Like, if you don't like my channel, it's free content, man. You can keep on going. So I didn't even respond to him because I knew he was just trying to get me wound up, So I just removed the comment and kept going. I've always been, that's just how, I don't know, my personality, like, I've never once like asked somebody to subscribe to my channel or whatever. I know that's like the worst thing you can do on YouTube, but the way I see it, like, if you don't like my channel, if you don't like my content, that's totally fine. Like, there are thousands and millions of other channels out there. You can keep on going. That's fine. It's not for everybody. And I totally understand that. And obviously my channel wasn't right for that guy, but he felt the need to, leave a huge text telling me why.
He hit you with the freedom of speech.
Yeah, man. He's like, First Amendment right here on me. So I don't know. It was crazy, but I kind of laughed and I was telling my dad about it today. I was like, yeah, man, I got my first bad comment. So anyway, I had a laugh out of it. I thought it was funny.
That's good. That's good.
That is hilarious. And once again, it's starting to get scary because I just got my first bad comment too a couple of days ago, which is weird. It wasn't like extremely negative, but I had this money saving video or whatever. So I had a lot of cash on hand. And this guy, I'll read the comment verbatim. He said, "You're causing a repo market panic." Like, what does that even mean? He seen on my chat. He said, "When did this challenge start? And why are you getting everybody to do this money challenge? You're causing a repo market panic." And I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. That's all I replied, and I left it at that. But it's definitely some weirdos out here, and it's definitely some people who are entitled to their opinion. But it's up to you not to feed the troll, man. The trolls be hungry, and you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was me. Like, I could have been like, no, you don't even have a channel. And if you do, I'm going to tell you how bad yours is. But I was like,
what they want. That's like, what they want.
Yeah, I know. They want that attention, people like that. They got something broken up here, and they feed off that. So I was like, I ain't even going to give him the attention. If he wants the attention, he's going to have to go somewhere else. So,
yeah. Good one. Daniel?
Yeah, dude. But Ryan's wife, I think, is having a baby. I heard some screams and stuff. I was like, what? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, he's back.
It's all right, but my parents called. My son wanted to say goodnight to us on FaceTime. So
when I heard that, I was like, what? We got on the live stream, you got a tornado. Now we have a baby. Okay. But anyway, yeah. The comment that I got, I think it was on Reddit. Reddit. Man, the Reddits, man, they're it's hilarious. And the guy was just bashing about. He was talking bad about the background music that I used on the video, and he just wrote like a freaking paragraph about all this negative stuff, and then at the end he said, "Okay, I'm subscribed, but thanks." I was like, "What? Why do you write all this bad stuff and then you write like that you subscribe?" But anyway, that was probably the worst thing. He used lots of bad words and all that kind of stuff. I showed it to Jose too. It was really bad, but hey, he subscribed, so like, hey,
catch 20.
Nice. Jessica, what about you? Have you had, because you've had so many viewers, have you ever had any negative comments?
I thought it would be much worse. When I started YouTube, I really was, I don't know, I thought people were really going to come for me, like, personally and just things like that. But what are kind of the mean comments I get?
Someone said your decor was tacky.
Oh, yeah, I was not happy about that. I'm like, you can say whatever you want about me, but don't come for that.
Don't watch my decor. No.
Don't have that. Yeah. No, but I mean, I get comments that are not the nicest, but not as much as I thought. I thought it would happen a lot more. So I've been pleasantly surprised about that because I thought it would be a lot worse. But I also feel like I don't share like a lot of the people in my niche, you could say, share a lot more about their personal lives, which I just choose not to. So I feel like people like to give their opinions more, which can be insulting with things like that. But I really don't have people that say that mean of things.
But
right?
she has, for some reason, whenever she uploads a video, like 3 people will dislike it before, like,
oh yeah,
right away. Like, they
That's the
but they don't like say anything mean.
I always have one. Always have this faithful one person that comes and dislikes every single video. I don't know who they are.
That's hilarious, man.
But she'll get 300 likes and she's like, I got 3 dislikes.
It's like wait for the store to open.
That's cool. So guys, you guys having fun with your channels? Oh, sorry, hang on. Whoa. We gotta go back to JMac. Yeah, had a.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I did a diss track video, so
dividend grinder haters.
Yeah, so I opened up myself on that one, but let me tell you one of the best ones I had recently. Let me tell you, I will also say that little dividend grinder thing that died out pretty quicker than people coming over from his channel, disliking my videos for about a week or two. And then they just all went away. And now I upload some and don't get any dislikes, which is, for a while, I thought forever I was going to get at least 3 to 5 dislikes from his group. But listen, hey, Daniel, I had the other day I had someone, I don't know, and I'm going to tell you this, because I just scrolled through the chat and I wanted to make sure I wasn't calling anybody out. So everyone in the chat has an icon on their profile. The only people that drop negative comments are anonymous avatars. So I made a video about that. Now I deleted it. It was a funny Halloween video about anonymous avatars. But I had an anonymous avatar the other day, Daniel. They said, and Jose, this is for you too. They said you should, and for some reason they thought the YouTube mastery course was Jose's. They said you should go to Jose's channel and he could teach you some things about the YouTube mastery course. I needed help on my channel. So, yeah, but I removed that comment and I blocked that user. I was like, I ain't got time for this. But I thought that was hilarious. That yeah,
that's a good
shout out to the YouTube mastery course there, Daniel.
Oh yeah, thanks, Jason.
Yeah, everybody check out Daniel's YouTube mastery course if you want to expand fast. Go and check.
What about you? Q, did you answer that question? Have you got any negative comments?
Yeah, I answered it. I just got my first one a couple days ago. It was basically this dude saying that I'm causing a repo market panic because I had a lot of cash on hand. It was stupid. And I told him I didn't agree, and that was it. Nothing crazy.
Actually, something happened to me on the Independent Investor show. Someone said something like really nasty towards Lydia. And like I was like, is there anyone in the chat to help like censor it? You know, that you can put what's it called when you do that in the chat? You make a moderator. And I was like, somebody needs to get a moderator. And he was kind of right. He started cracking. He was like, Ryan, your videos are whack. You always got the crooked sunglasses. But I buy them from Five Below, so they're not like the best sunglasses. So he's kind of right.
You got me.
I'm not spending more than $5 on a pair of sunglasses.
Nice.
Rick,
if they're crooked, so be it.
Yeah.
Rick, have you had any negative comments? No, you're too nice. You're too nice.
Rick's the GOAT. Nobody's being mean to Rick. If they do, they got a problem with me. Straight up, I'm coming to Toronto.
Yeah. Go Raptors, go. No, I haven't. You know, and I'm expecting it, but I mean, not really. Nothing that I've that's actually made me step back and go, whoa, hang on for a sec. But no, nothing at all. We're just great. I mean, everybody's been pretty cool with all the comments, but still, one of these days, and when they do, look out. No. So, guys,
it comes with the territory. You know, that's like one of the hardest things, or at least for me, was to become a YouTuber. Was saying I'm going to put myself out there for everyone to judge. You know, everyone. and you think it's gonna be a lot worse. And I actually, took a stab at being a YouTuber probably like 6 months before I did. I made like 2 or 3 videos, but never had the courage to even publish them. I just felt like they're not perfect enough. They're not, I came up with every excuse, and it was just really an insecurity. And like you guys were saying, like, it's okay if it's not the best, it's just getting started. And actually my wife, she didn't tell anyone for months that she had started a channel.
Yeah.
Like she did it super quiet. And, but after a while, it's like, what are we being, what are we trying to hide? What are we being ashamed of?
Yeah, it's the way the future. Transparency is the way of the future, right? So, I mean, all right.
I have a question. Do any people in your lives personally look at you different or treat you different or think it's weird that you're doing YouTube?
No. And I haven't experienced that.
I've had family like shocked that I was doing it when they found out, just because like in general, like whenever we have family get-togethers and stuff, like I'm generally a quiet person. I'm not the loudest, talker in the room or whatever. I just kind of sit to myself and I listen, and then I try to make a meaningful comment. But I'm not just one of those people just talk to hear myself talk. So they were like, I'm like the least likely person they would think would start a YouTube channel, because in general I don't have like this super outgoing personality, like in public and stuff, like meeting new people and stuff like that. So there was a few people in my family and stuff that were like kind of shocked. They're like, "Oh, well, you have a YouTube channel? Like what?"
Like
that was me. Like I didn't tell anybody for months that I had a channel. Like recently, I think my grandparents and like my aunt and uncle and stuff, they found out through somebody else. Like it went through the grapevine. It took a little while, but now they're like, "Oh yeah, I hear you have a channel," and I'm like, "Yeah, I got a channel, whatever,
Hey, look, it's the YouTube star.
I didn't really want to. I didn't want to like put it all out there because I don't like to fail. And I think that was the main thing. Like I don't like to fail. Like I hate failing more than I like to win. And so whenever I started YouTube, I really didn't want to go around being like, "Hey, everybody, I'm starting YouTube," and then fall flat on my face. Not being able to get it off the ground, make a successful video and stuff. And I think that was the main thing. But then, like, once I got the hang of it and started enjoying it, then I didn't really care what anybody else cared. If the whole world knows I'm on YouTube now, whatever. If everybody in my family, friend circle, But I think that was probably the main reason at first. I don't like failure. So go ahead, Q.
Really quick, I got to get out of here and go to work, actually. But I also want to add to the conversation that's pretty much in the same vein of what we were talking about. Has anyone ever ran into a subscriber outside of friends and family? Have anybody ever ran into a subscriber in real life? And has anyone ever just been recognized in general by somebody who follows your channel that's not friends or famemy?
Great question.
Drew recognized me. Yeah.
What's that?
Talking to me.
Drew from No Dead But Love. No, I'm just joking. When we met in person, probably. I think I saw him one time. He works like right across the street from where I live at. So one time I was on campus, I saw him and we just waved at each other. "Hey, Drew, what's up? How's it going?" Yeah. That's the only thing. That was the only time that I got recognized. Me and Drew. That's it.
Yeah, I was actually at work. I was at Menards. It was funny as hell, and the lady came up and tapped me and was just like, "You're cute. You're cute." And I'm like, he's like, "It's me, such and such." She said her name, and I was on the clock, so it was like real short and awkward. But I'm like, "I'll get back with you." And I didn't even know how to respond. It was that weird. But that was the only encounter for me. So she was a local, and it is also, I don't know if she shopped there regularly or if she just kind of scouted me out, because I did have a video showing people where I worked. So it made me hella nervous, but it was cool at the same time.
The closest thing I got is actually this happened. It just hit me. Just registered. I was like, nah, I never had that happen. But my nephew, he subscribed to the channel really early on. He lives, I don't know, about 4 or 5 hours away. But he sent me he texted me a picture. He said, "My coworker's taking notes on your video." So so that was cool. But that was him basically suggesting my channel to someone else. But to see someone outside of the family and the guy was interested in it, and he's interested in starting investing. He doesn't invest, and so he was taking notes on a video. So that was kind of encouraging, you know. So that's my closest thing.
That's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Have any of you guys experienced being close to burning out yet?
I've been there. I've been really, really close. And then I took a 2-week hiatus is all it took for me. And then I came back. But other than that, I never used to be. I've only been consistent for a year. I used to put videos out every month, 1 video per month. And that's before I was trying to do anything with my channel. I was just doing it. But I've never been close to burnout. And when I did feel like I needed a break, I just took 2 weeks and then I was back to good.
Yeah.
That's typically, I haven't experienced burnout with YouTube yet, but I have with like other work I've done for several years, doing the same thing a lot of times. You know, after a while it gets really old, and I'm the same way. If I have a couple weeks off, you know, just to kind of clear my head, then that really does help out, and I'm ready to roll again. So I think if I ever had burnout with YouTube, I would probably just take like a month or 2 off, just completely. And if I'm ready to roll after that, you know, I would keep doing it. But if it ever got to a point where it was affecting my health, you know, and I dreaded having to make a video and stuff, then I would just walk away. You know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Good.
Hold up. First time ever on my channel.
Whoa.
Hey.
The life of
The smack, right? Smack.
channel. She just started it, the life of smack.
Yeah.
Her first video was today.
I know, I was watching the live stream. I saw her. I was like, oh, there's my girl.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us.
Did your wife crazy, man? Well, congrats to you for handling JMac the way you do.
Oh, yeah,
He's a real JMac. Don't play no games, man.
Better half. There you go.
Better half for sure. Better looking half too.
I get my wife down here, but she's got to catch an early flight to San Diego tomorrow morning, so no dice on that. Already, jeez. So thanks for joining us. Oh, and Q is gone. Thanks.
He was like, I'm out. Peace.
Hang around. You can take Q's spot. You guys use TubeBuddy or anything similar to that to help promote your to SEO and whatnot, like to get the inside scoop on promoting your videos any better?
I use TubeBuddy. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, I use it 100%. And my wife just said, I didn't know this, but you don't use TubeBuddy? You have it.
I used to, but I just didn't find that it was really worth the time I was putting into it. I wasn't really getting a lot out of it. But what I do is if it's like most of my videos are very searchable, so I will just look on for ones that are like mine, and then I just kind of copy and paste their tags into mine, and I found that worked a lot better for me than, you know, like searching them and seeing what they ranked and all that. Like for me, I did that for months, and I did not feel like it helped me as much as just finding a video that was like the one I was about to post that did well and just literally copying and pasting those. I would like change it a bit, but I mean, like that just helped me a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that, so I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
TubeBuddy?
Yeah.
You download it to YouTube? Is that what you do, or it's always been on?
Yeah, I don't ever use it either.
In a web browser, the experience is pretty incredible because it overlays everybody's channel, and like I can see all of your statistics and everything. When I go to your channel on YouTube with TubeBuddy, and I think vidIQ is the same thing. But I can see all your tags. I can copy your tags, so I can go to if Travis has a dividend video is doing well, I can just go to his video and the tags show up, and then it shows how his video ranked and search and all this other stuff. So the web browser version of it's really nice. I pay, because if you buy it before you get 1,000 subs, it's only like $49. You get a discount. So I bought it before I was hit 1,000 subs.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
So guys, we're at the hospital at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard. My wife is, so she's got a pretty big day tomorrow, to say the least.
Yeah.
So she's gonna sign off. I'm gonna hang out. I got to pick up my mother-in-law at the airport here, and like I can have her another 20 minutes or so. We got family flying into town, so
yeah.
I'm gonna make a cup of coffee here pretty soon too.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right, thanks for joining us. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
So,
You're funny.
All
right. So who still has yet to answer that one? Daniel?
Yeah, so TubeBuddy is really awesome. As she said, as Ryan's wife said, you just copy paste the tags. That's helpful for that. But I used to use another like free, it's called a keyword search tool. But now it's like they start charging it. But usually it tells you exactly when you type in on the YouTube search bar, it shows you exactly. For example, let's say you type in stock market, it'll show you what are the top searched words and also the CPM, per how much you're going to get paid per 1,000 views. So I really try to pick, and also how many times that's been people searched it per month, the search volume, also the CPM, everything like that. So I used to use that a lot, but they started charging for that. It's the keyword research. But also I think the TubeBuddy has that same feature too. And but TubeBuddy mainly is just to copy tags, and sometimes I use them to create the thumbnails if I want to actually like try to make a thumbnail that's in the middle of the video, so I can pause it and TubeBuddy can like literally just take a picture of that and just allows you to edit it or add words to it if you want to create a thumbnail. I use that feature, and that's about it. TubeBuddy, But it's really cool. It's very easy. It's on a Google Chrome extension, so it's really cool.
Cool. Guys, if you guys could collaborate with anybody right now, who would it be? Anybody on YouTube. Who would you choose?
Man, that's an awesome question. That's tough. I think I don't know. I kind of like Andre Jick, how his editing is killer, man. I mean, that guy's editing is off the charts. To be able to collab with him and kind of get some one-on-one tips from him, that would be incredible. I think that would really help me because he started 6-7 months before I started, and he's at over 300,000 subscribers. And so he's obviously doing something right. I'd love to kind of just, sit down with him and have a good talk and collab, do something with him, because I feel like I could learn a lot off him, not only from the dividend investing side, but as well as the YouTube side.
Nice. Next, JMac.
I probably, I was thinking about it. I mean, probably PPCEN. I'd like Gen X, but as well. But PPCEN probably because everyone's favorite darling in this niche is Joseph Carlson, and I like Joseph Carlson, but the OG is PPCEN. And he actually, I reached out to him on Twitter, and we had a thread going, and then he shouted me out in the video in his video after that. But I mean, I think he's actually almost a little bit open to it, but I'm probably too small to collab with him. But he's just a really good dude, and he's legit. So I'd love to collab with him.
There, you okay?
Yeah, good. He wants to collaborate with Kitty. Yeah, Kitty, man. So.
Kitty.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Jose's last video. In that chair, he's like, oh.
Yeah. He showed up. He's sitting on his throne. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just chilling, Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Rick, what about you? What's the channel?
Like honestly, I don't know. That's a great question, but I don't.
Question. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It is. It really is. I already have to put some thought into it. I mean, I got some different ideas of people that I want to, try and, interview with, hang out with in the future, and, bigger people if I can get them. So, but I don't want to give away any surprise or anything like that. But honestly, just anybody. I want to, yeah. Gen X would probably be one of them.
Legit, yeah.
Yeah, Gen X said yes when I asked him like a while back ago, but he said he will do it after he unveiled all of his dividends portfolio stocks.
Yeah, before
getting close.
It was Charlie.
His channel's really hitting his stride right now.
Yeah,
every video is getting the thousands and his subscribers. The algorithm's really liking his channel right now. It's awesome. He deserves it. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
How about you, Ryan? You gonna collab with Elon Musk, right?
He's a YouTuber.
But he has a Tesla. Tesla, they have a YouTube channel, right? Yeah.
They do. Actually, I have a Tesla video coming out this week too.
Nice.
Shocker, man. Shocker.
I haven't done
it. Shocker.
But it's interesting that I did my Tesla stock prediction for 2020. And even though I'm bullish, I still trim the position. I'm trying. I made a lot of money in the crypto run up, the first one, but I made some mistakes, and I'm trying to learn. When things go parabolic, and I feel like people are starting to FOMO into it, that sentiment you really have to be careful with. So even though I'm bullish on it, it was tough. But actually, one of my clients who operates a large restaurant chain, multi-millionaire, he's a day trader too, and he felt like he traded out of the position as well. So that kind of influenced me too. But it was tough, man. It was tough to say goodbye to some shares.
So guys,
wow. So you
go ahead.
Oh, you had 18 shares. Like, how many did you sell?
Still 10.
Dude, not bad, man. It's not bad. You still have 8 shares.
I took my money back with a small profit, and I'm playing with house money right now.
Yeah, dude, that's good. That's smart.
Right.
That's
what's the least favorite thing about you guys being a creator, a YouTube creator? What's the least favorite thing about it?
Probably editing videos.
I'm sure that's everything.
Yeah. Next, anybody else?
Yeah, I would definitely say editing. Like, if I ever got to a point where I was making decent money on YouTube, that would be the first thing that I get somebody else to take over for me, the editing. Because as far as like the creating the content and stuff, like I love all that, coming up with the ideas and stuff, putting the videos together, as far as up here in my head. But then I get home and I have all this random footage, and then I have to weed through it, put it together. I don't like that part, If I could get somebody else to take that over, that's definitely my least favorite part.
Get a VA to do it, a virtual assistant.
Absolutely, yeah.
JMac.
Somebody else go. I'm still thinking.
Yeah. For me, like, I don't mind. Like, lately I've been playing around with editing a lot. If you've seen my videos, like, I'm trying to make. I've been influenced by like the quality of like Kevin's and Gen X's. I've really been like trying to challenge myself. So I've been feeling creative with it, but I'm putting like a ridiculous amount of hours into editing. But for me, like, I just wish it's not that so much the YouTube part. I wish I could put more time into it. That's my biggest struggle. Like, I want to put more hours into it. Right now, my schedule is going. I really can dig deep into a video, shoot it, and edit it like Friday night. I'll stay up to like 2, 3 in the morning, crash, work more on it Saturday, get it up by Sunday. But all week right now, I've just been so busy. So the YouTube, I love it, man. I want to see, what eventually comes of it. I just wish I had more time to put into it,
Yeah, definitely. JMac?
Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a different angle. I'm going to say it's like the growth on YouTube, it can become cyclical, right? And so, when it gets frustrating when you hit a lull, and it just seems like everything just kind of stalls for a little bit, and then so yeah, I mean it's a lot of work. I don't. It's not that I don't like that part of it, because I don't mind it, but it's just something that every content creator should know, or you know what I mean, that it's going to take a lot of your time, energy, and effort if you want your channel to grow, and that there's going to be times where it just stops or actually starts going in reverse sometimes. even when you think you're making momentum, you know. So it's just how it works.
When you say, I always go back to that live stream you did with True Financial on just how similar YouTube is to investing, because it's all those things. You feel like you're stalled, you could go back, but it's just slow and steady grind. You know, it's just consistency. You know, part of it being consistent, and that's always a good reminder for me that it's like investing. You're not going to see.
Yeah, sure. And like and the other part is it's a mental thing that your levels get reset. And so now sometimes I get frustrated when a video doesn't hit like 200 views, where, you know, it just wasn't like 6 months ago, my videos weren't getting 50 views. But now now I get frustrated when a video doesn't take off and go over 200, 300 views. Right. Yeah. But that's just me. That's a me problem. But I'm just saying, like, you watch the bigger channels, people essentially really, if once you start seeing some success, you gotta watch yourself too, to make sure that you're not putting too much into YouTube and not, you know, more into real life too. So
yeah, good point. Good point. All right, Devin, the up and coming professional. Thanks for joining us out of Tampa today. Question for us: what do you guys use for editing?
Yeah, I commented on the chat, but I use a Camtasia 9.
Yeah, good. I'm just using iMovie. Anyone else here use iMovie or?
Yeah, I use iMovie as well.
Yeah, I used iMovie for most of my videos, and then here recently, started using Final Cut Pro. My brother had bought it, and so I was able to get the app from him. And it's basically like a fancier version of iMovie. Like I know how to use like 5% of Final Cut Pro. It's in Final Cut Pro that I have not learned yet in the editing. Like you can make a movie in Final Cut Pro, and so I've just been trying to learn a little bit more of Final Cut Pro every time. But like for my videos, I don't need it. I don't know. I don't need like special effects and stuff, you know, going on. So I think I would be still perfectly fine with iMovie, but I just use Final Cut Pro because it's available to me.
Nice.
My first 6 months, and the reason I used these two softwares. I used the first 6 months. Well, let me say the reason first, because I have a Windows, like a gaming desktop PC. It's really a high end PC, but you know, hindsight 2020, I probably wish I had a Mac, you know, and then because like those, what is it called? What do you use? Try to name that one.
Final Cut Pro.
That's only on Mac, right? I don't think it is available on PC.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I started with so for anyone with a Windows PC, you can just use Windows Photos. It actually has a pretty decent video editor built into it. But it starts getting limited when you like putting like text overlays and things like that. You can't really do all that. Well, you can in a very limited fashion. So that's when I did research on some Windows tools, and I found I settled on NCH software because I didn't want to shell out $400 or $500 for Adobe, and which will be the main platform for Windows. But this NCH software, I think it has everything that Adobe does, and it was only like $60 for a lifetime license.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's impressive. That's impressive. How long does it take you guys to do a video on average?
Then editing and everything?
Yeah, start from like, you start filming it to editing it to getting to the point where you click the button to upload it.
So I guess for me, it all depends on like the content. So like if I'm doing say my monthly dividend update, like the stocks that are paying me dividends that month, that's not like a lot of research that goes into that. I just look at the dividends I got, and then I just talk about each of those companies. And typically, like as far as editing, like up until recently, I would only spend maybe like an hour editing. But here lately, I've been spending more like a couple hours, at least 2 to 3 hours editing. But like on the videos where I'm talking more like about different growth stocks or something coming up, or maybe it's real estate way to invest or something. I'll put more research into it. So like if I were to count the research and time I'll put into, just to make sure that I don't say something stupid or, wrong. I want to make sure that with the knowledge I have in my head is the correct knowledge. So I'll double check all my information. And then, yeah, but as far as like editing, maybe a couple hours for a video. If it's like a motivational video, like sometimes stuff will just hit me and I'll just turn the camera on and I'll just roll with it right there. I don't, I don't script it or nothing. And then those are like super quick edits because typically, I'll just cut out my pauses where I'm thinking about what to say next, slap it together, and, I can edit something like that real quick. But I would say on average, maybe total 3 to 4 hours,
Yeah. Next.
That's probably as well 3 to 4 hours for most videos, except for like Travis said, weekly updates, because I've got that down to a science. That one takes an hour or two, but yeah, it could be 3 to 6 hours on, one with a lot of like animations, graphics, and things like that.
So the ghost of Q is still haunting us here. He's sitting in his car warming it up. He says it takes him 2 hours or less detailed video and 8 hours on some of my extensive videos. Wow. Jeez. Ryan, how about you? How long does it take?
Yeah. I mean, some of them don't take long. Like I did that one video that's starting to do very well now. It's called Exactly How to Get Your 2 Free Webull Stocks.
Right.
It didn't take me very long. It probably took me 2 hours for everything. And now actually the video's got almost 2,000 views and I got 5 people signing up with the link every day.
Whoa.
It's been but the problem is not all of them are in the United States, so they can't open the account, but like how effective that's been has been interesting. But now I'm like, reading Kevin's comment here. Some are taking 2 days to a week. What I'm doing, I'm thinking of a topic. I'm actually writing out a script on like during the week, Monday, Tuesday, and then I try to get into production, like shoot it by, Thursday, Friday, and then Friday night I edit for a few hours. And it's probably I'm putting like way too many hours in. Especially if you look at the views, probably like 10 to 15 hours on some videos. But like that's what I'm trying right now. I'm trying something different. Maybe I'll go back to just walking around, talking to the camera. That was a lot easier. So I'm just playing around, having fun. Testing the water.
Cool. Good. If you guys could do 2 shout outs to 2 people right now, who would it be? 2.
Man, that's tough. But I would think for me, it would be Gen X, Dividend Investor, and Dave over at Hidden Freedom. Those guys have always been like super supportive ever since like my first video. I don't even know how they found me, but somehow they found me, and they've really helped me along my journey. Their content is always top notch. A lot of wisdom in both of their portfolios and stuff. So as far as shout outs, I would definitely give them shout outs because they seem like, genuine people and very much have helped me along the way as a YouTuber and just as an investor in general. But I mean, there's so many other people that have went into that as well. Like Ryan, like he's always been super supportive of my channel from early on. He always leaves great comments about, just like his journey as well. And he's always been very, very supportive. Daniel, he's the same way. I mean, I really could just go on and on. But there's definitely some great channels out here. JMac, of course, and you, Rick. I mean, it's an awesome community. Like I said, I've had so much awesome support. There's just too many people to thank.
Travis, a couple things. One, first, I want to make sure. I don't know if anyone's plugged Gen X's Discord and Daniel's Discord, but are you on those? I don't think I've seen you in their Discord.
Yeah, they sent me a Discord link a few days ago. So yeah, I'm on there now. I'll hop on there every now and then, but I've been working.
Yeah.
I've been working like an hour away, and so I've got to get up like at 6 in the morning. And a lot of times I don't get back till like 7 at night, and so it's just been kind of working nonstop. So I haven't had a lot of time to hop on there, but we're going to be working a little bit closer to home in the next few weeks, so I should have a little more time to jump on there and chat a little bit.
And then when are you getting into Instagram, man? We're trying to get
Dude, I know. We were just talking about that right before we started. I swear I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. I just, like I said, I've been so busy this year, man. It's just been one thing after the other. And but yeah, as soon as I get, a few hours just to sit down and figure out Instagram, I'm definitely getting one.
Yeah, please do, man. I was about to release the carrier pigeons tonight because we didn't know any other way. Because of
I know, man. I know. I got to get something out here.
Didn't know how to get in contact with you. Jeez. JMac.
I'm gonna probably it's probably gonna be my wife because she just started a channel and I'm trying to help her get her channel out there. So
what's the channel again, JMac? What's the channel?
You just search Life of Smack. Like I'm JMac, she's SMac, so Life of, but she's running with Smack, so Life of Smack.
Everybody.
And,
how about the Diva Investor, the vegan grinder, the Diva, your daughter's channel? What's
my
the name?
daughter. Well, the whole we've sort of retracted that. Well, I mean, it's still active, and she's going to continue probably to post videos, but the whole COPPA thing, basically all kid channels, they're not going to really be monetized. So, so it's almost like the motivation's gone, really, but. And then I would also I'd probably shout out Independent Investor because he's been influential in my channel from day one, from way early on. And so he's become a pretty decent friend of mine. So, but it really the grassroots group of you all, Jose, Daniel. I know I'm always going to throw back Daniel and be like. He gets overlooked all the time, but he's the guy who kicked this whole thing off. So
yeah.
I'm Daniel for life. So
thanks, Jason.
Yeah,
that's Daniel.
Right. Oh yeah, look, this way.
JMac, sorry, your wife's channel again was Life of Smack.
Yeah, Life of Smack. Yes, sir.
All right, I just put in the comments. Make sure everybody goes and checks that channel out for sure.
There you go. Yeah, appreciate that.
All right,
JMac, your end of the year video, man, had me feeling like all nostalgic, dude. The way you set up everything and went for live streams, dude. The music, it was perfect. It was probably one of my favorite videos that you've done.
That one was the longest edit I ever did. I was gonna say that too, and that one only got like 150 views. But that one took me like 3 or 4 weeks, like an hour or two here and there.
See, that's where I struggle with it because like that video is probably like more for that's not a very searchable thing. That's for yourself and the community we have. That's where I'm struggling, like what direction I want to go. But like that's a lot of like for me, like that was really cool. I
appreciate that. That's encouraging. Thank you. I spent a lot of time on that video. Yeah.
Anybody hasn't seen it, go and check it out. It's a great video, really great video. So guys, give me a couple of reasons why anybody should subscribe to your channel.
Well, I'll go first. So I don't know if you want to learn how like different ways to invest and learn follow my journey, and you want some motivation along the way. I sprinkle in some motivation here and there, try to make investing fun. And I try to bring investing down to like everybody's level. So, as I mentioned, I was on JMac's live stream last night and I was talking about how when I was a little kid, like I used to think investors, that was just for the rich people, But I mean, it's really not. Like whether you're making a minimum wage, working at McDonald's, or, you're CEO of a large corporation, like it doesn't matter. Anybody can get started investing. And I just talk about like different ways I started investing. I started off with real estate a little bit, and then I moved on to the stock market and stuff. And I just talk about different ways that I invest, and maybe through that somebody can figure out what they like, what sounds cool and what they want to try. But yeah, now like I said, I like to talk about motivation in life as well. Just I try to be positive, because this world has a lot of negativity a lot of times. I quit watching the news a while back just because it's like there's never anything good on the news, It's always bad news, and I feel like a lot of times that can just be heavy and get people down. So I just try my best to like be a light, just try to be something in the world, where you can come and you can leave hopefully in a better mood, with some knowledge that you've earned. So that's what my channel is all about, just helping people live their best life through investing and just taking on life, how, living your best life, I guess.
Good points. Really good points. Next. Anybody?
Repeat the question again.
Give me a couple of reasons as to why somebody should subscribe to your channel.
Trav, I want to point out real quick, dude. One day I'm going to do a collab video with my brother because you are my brother. Like, even like, you guys look similar, you have similar talk. And like my brother, he's the kind of guy that like, I can't, like, if we're going to have like a conversation, like, has to be like more chill and a beer. Like, Ryan, you're taking like too seriously. Like, he would like, actually, I got to show him your channel. He really like your approach to like.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I'd love to meet the guy. He sounds like a cool guy.
That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Comment how he learned how to make a coat hanger from your video.
Oh, yeah.
Great comment. Nice comment, Kevin. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, all right, JMac, you're a little quiet. Why should anybody subscribe to your channel?
From the beginning, I really do, and when I really went all in on individual stocks, I'm really a researchaholic, so I'm daily researching companies and stuff. So I think I always try to make sure I'm going to provide some value in the content that I'm providing my viewers. So I really try to, and I struggle with what you're talking about, Ryan, because I want to try to make some more searchable stuff for like the masses, but then I always get down in the weeds, and like I'll have new people that are newer and beginner investors, and they'll be like, "What's the terminology?" I kind of sometimes at face value take that people understand all the investing terminology, but at the end of the day, I think that's one of the main things is my content. I'm going to try to give you something that I'm going to talk about companies and break down companies that are going to provide value for you. So, and then I'm much like Travis. I'm just a normal dude. I mean, I got a pretty crazy story from youth, being a wild kid. Got kicked out at 17. Haven't talked a lot about that. And then really coming from nowhere to become a software engineer, making pretty good money, and I will eventually talk about some of that on my channel. But it's just common people investing. So yeah. So those are the reasons I would encourage someone to go check me out.
Daniel.
Yeah, so people, you can come check out my channel if you're interested about the stock market and like investing, and if you're interested about learning about finance stuff, because we usually have guests. Hopefully like in the future I'm not going to do lots of guests and stuff, but if you're interested in the stock market in general, yeah, subscribe to the channel. That's it.
And if you want to learn how to grow your channel, check out his course.
Yeah, about that too. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's start slowly winding it down here. Holy mackerel, guys, thanks a lot. It's been like almost 2 hours. Like that went by really, really fast. It's been an hour 45. I didn't expect it to go this long, to be honest. So if anybody's got any other questions, throw them out now while you guys can in regards to
did Ryan get that last question?
Ryan, yeah, go ahead.
I didn't answer, but yeah, people. Well, I probably come from a common thread of a lot of you, and I'm similar to Travis, the fact that my channel is just my name, and I want it to be that way because I didn't want to feel pinned down to whatever one little thing, and who knows what the channel will be in the future, because I just wanted people to feel encouraged to invest. Like, I'm nobody special, but I am investing, and you can actually see like real life things that I'm doing and building it, and hopefully there's some. Like I felt like very careful about like when I'm showing like I'm having success with investment, like I've showed like profits, or I showed like my 6-figure portfolio, or I've showed how I was able to, make this profit from selling or cash or refining a house. But just like that, I'm nobody, and I could do this. So probably similar to you guys, I'm just letting people follow what I'm doing, and then maybe over time. And I've actually had people that reached out to me, like none of this is financial advice, but shouldn't copy what I'm doing. But like a lot of people close to me of like, I was doing a lot of real estate, they got involved in that. And like a lot of people have been thanking me for Tesla, but that's some people not that they should have followed me in, but then that's why I made it clear today. Some people I know that were kind of just following me, because a lot of investors don't want to do the due diligence and the research and the conviction to putting $5,000, $10,000 on the line of something. And but it's really if you want to watch someone invest, while you're doing it or before you're doing it, similar to what you guys are doing. So, but Rick, why don't you answer that question as well? Why should someone follow your channel? Because you're really building.
Well, yeah, basically, if you just want to learn from what I've learned, learn from my mistakes, and obviously my channel is about giving back to other people that feel that they want to be entrepreneurs. But I just really hope that I can save people a lot of time, effort, energy, and money by really learning from my mistakes over the years. I mean, I've done this. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 17. I've never had a career, shall we say. And I think I've done quite well, to be honest. But I've never had a career. I've had jobs along the way that were just like fun bartending jobs and all that sort of stuff. But just to kind of learn more in depth about sales. So I just want people to learn, it's all about giving back. I just want them to learn from me. I think there's just so much out there. I've been told so many times by friends, you got to do a YouTube channel, man. You got to get out there and, help other people. And because they're hard to find, really. So learn from my mistakes. So that's, if you want to learn and save some time and money, subscribe to my channel. There you go.
So before we do sign off, I didn't get a whole lot of time to hang out with him because it's out, but I do want to shout out Q. I'm so glad I asked him to come on, and I didn't really get a chance to hang out with him much. But Q is an awesome story. Just someone who's, completely, you're watching him, has taken accountability in your life. And like Jason, like you were saying, you had a while growing up, you haven't shared that, but just watching someone that's taken full accountability for every action, and just his life, when he speaks, with such conviction, and he just takes it so seriously. And I follow him on Instagram, and I started copying him. He picks up change every day, and every day he posts his finds. So I'm walking around too, finding a penny here, a dime there, and I'm sharing them on there. Just this respect to money, and this humbleness about the journey and taking it seriously. I know he's gonna blow up, and he already has a great following. But shout out to you, Q. I'm sorry I couldn't hang longer, brother. You're doing amazing work, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
Keep it up. Keep it up. So, all right. Anything else, guys? I feel bad. I don't want to hold you guys back any longer. You got to pick up your mother-in-law. I think it is, Ryan, pretty soon at the airport.
Yeah, she's 11:40 she lands. So I got a video I got to edit too, so I can make sure tomorrow I'm not going to have time.
Whoa!
And,
go! Yeah. So. This has been awesome. This has been great. Thanks a lot, guys, once again for teaming up with us tonight. This has been a hoot. I hope everybody that's been watching it, and I hope that you guys can take away a lot from this. And again, if anybody watching this wants to be a future guest, let us know. Get in touch with Ryan or I, okay, or make a comment below, whatever. So unless you guys want to say anything before we end this broadcast.
I'd just like to take a second and thank you, Rick, for having us all on tonight, man.
Oh, you guys are welcome.
You've been very supportive as well on my journey, letting me post up on your website and stuff too. And you made that video, over Christmas, a Christmas gift to you, that you didn't have to do that, but that was really awesome, And JMac, you had me on last night, man. Daniel's had me on his live stream before, and like I mentioned, Ryan, he's always been very supportive too, and it's an incredible group I feel like we have here. Whether or not we all make it as YouTubers or not, I feel like we've all made it. We all have awesome supporters. We all have a common investing goals, and I feel like this community is just it's really neat, And I don't have a lot of people I can talk investing with. Nobody in my family invests, or really nobody I hang out with or anything like that invest. So it's cool being in this environment here with so many different people all over the world. You know, you like Rick, you're up in Toronto, and Ryan, you're down in Florida, and Daniel, he's down in Texas still, and JMac over here, he's in North Carolina. So we got people all around, and we all came together, and we're all learning from each other. And I just think that's awesome. And I just want to say big thanks to everybody for kind of allowing me inside here on this channel and stuff. And I really appreciate it.
Anytime. Glad to have you aboard, buddy. Glad to have you aboard.
Thanks for putting this together, Rick, and Ryan as well. And Ryan coming back and joining. So,
yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I was gonna jump in even if I was like in the hospital just to say hi for like 10 minutes, but it worked out. So guys, yeah, I think we're creating a forum here. It'll be Thursday nights. It was supposed to be on my channel, as you know, but we had to flip it. So next Thursday we'll be back. And everyone make sure to check out JMac stream on Wednesday. And boys, it's been fun, man.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Rick, and thank you, JMac. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for everybody that watched the live stream. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I really enjoyed the live stream. And yeah, you guys keep it up. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody coming out tonight. That's for sure.
Ryan, we'll be sending up some prayers tonight, man, for praying everything goes to good tomorrow, brother.
If you're on Instagram, brother, you'd be getting all the updates.
I know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to post or something tomorrow, man. You're gonna have to post it or something. That'd be awesome, man.
Oh, actually, when we go into labor, my wife she'll have a video that she's been growing so fast, like maybe 1,000 subscribers a week right now.
Wow.
People.
Oh, man.
So she's releasing. If you're watching this, I'm in labor. Like people are gonna go nuts over it. So it'd be pretty cool. So.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Crazy. That's amazing. That's cool. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. That's been so much fun, and thank you everybody for watching us tonight. And all the comments. It's been a lot of fun. So until next Thursday, which will be on Ryan's channel. Have a good night, guys. Take care, everybody.
I appreciate it, fellas.
There, guys. Bye.